This week on the Fairfield County Farm page, the focus is Bloom-Carroll FFA. Connie Smith talks with Bloom-Carroll FFA members Chase Hamilton, Alayna Byrd, Peyton Courtright, and Jackson Lines.
Well, welcome to the OSU Extension Fairfield County Farm page. We are out and about. We love going out and about with Farm Page, and I get to be at Bloom-Carroll in their shop of all places, talking with FFA students. I have Chase Hamilton with me, and I have Alayna Byrd with me. Welcome, folks. Chase, I remember you from an award-winning parliamentary procedure team. Tell me about that experience for you.
Yeah, what a journey. So after we talked to you, Connie, we moved on to the national convention, and we got to compete there. And wow, I think back to some of the best FFA memories I've ever had, with a great group of people that I got to compete with, learn with, and grow with. And What an amazing time. What an amazing experience. Perhaps dimmed a little bit that we all got sick when we were there, but still had a lot of fun, competing at that convention.
You know what I remember most about you?
What is that?
Is you straight up told me in the first interview I ever did with you, I plan to be the president of the United States.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we still thinking that's a possibility?
Absolutely. We're keeping to push on and aspiring to lead the country in a bright direction.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me this. What are some of the things you're doing to carve that path for yourself, Chase?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to serving my country in our nation's uniform as a Space Force officer and doing Space Force intelligence. And to do that, I plan to commission at the United States Air Force Academy. So here during high school, I've led a lot of different student organizations through service and athletics as well. Mm-hmm. I'm the president of our chapters of our school's National Honor Society, and I've really revitalized that organization to be a powerful force for good in the community. Last year, I led our FFA chapter and was able to implement a lot of different activities, try a bunch of different things. We did the first county FFA dance in 10 years, tried something new there, and had a lot of fun doing that. I'm also a swimmer as well, so I just competed last weekend at districts in swimming, so qualified for that. So enjoy doing a lot of activities.
Yeah, sounds like you're a busy guy.
Yes, ma'am. It's a way to stay.
Way to stay, absolutely. And you're living to serve.
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Okay, Alayna Byrd, tell me about you. What about your FFA journey?
So personally, I started as a freshman. I didn't get to go into my 8th grade year. I wasn't allowed an FFA at that point in time just because the class was filled. It's a very large program here. So I got in my freshman year, and FFA has been quite the journey for me. It's allowed me to grow because anybody who knew me before knew I didn't like to talk. I didn't like to do anything. I loved my own little bubble in my books, in this and that, and I loved my horse and being outside. But something, I don't know what it was, is something when those officer applications came out, I was like, why not? And I tried out, and I was absolutely shocked because I was actually at church in a Wednesday night service when I got the email, and I was like, there's no way, that's my name. So it all just grew from there, and my wonderful officer team has helped me out with just being a better person.
So what office do you have now currently?
I'm currently the secretary.
Okay. Are you in the family competition? What's your family name? Because I know that's a big deal here, Bloom-Carroll.
Yeah, we love our families, and we love to have a little bit of friendly competition because what's wrong with that? I mean, get at each other's throats here. But my family is the Keep On Truckin'.
Okay.
And we currently stand about 4th in the points. They haven't been updated as of recent, but we're sitting right there.
That's a big deal to be in these family competitions and to win.
That's right.
Correct? Yes. What's the prize if you win?
A catered lunch for the winning team.
And bragging rights.
And bragging rights.
Bragging rights are huge.
Bragging rights are big.
Yeah, I remember when my son Evan was here, I forget the name of his team, but bragging rights I know were huge back then. Huge back then. So you guys, I think you've both touched on this a little bit, but Chase, how do you think FFA has really impacted your life?
Yeah, so I come from generations upon generations of farmers.
Yeah.
But I'm removed from that now. I don't live on a farm. I didn't grow up on a farm. So being able to be part of an organization that links me to my heritage as a farmer really means a lot to me. That I can connect with people who farm now or are members of agriculture, learn about them, and with my aspirations to become president of the United States, learn about a vast array of perspectives and ideas that I can take with me on my life journey and to understand where people come from and how we can best serve them.
Oh man, that is so cool. That is like so cool. Alayna, how has FFA impacted your life?
So I've already mentioned that I was quite a reserved person, and
Yeah.
I still am. I have that trouble with people that I don't know, that I'm like, stay away from me,
Yeah.
sort of thing. But I'm learning to get out of my shell. That helped with being an officer because it kind of forced me to step up.
Absolutely.
And that's been an amazing thing. It also, my family for years, my grandfather on my mom's side is a mechanic. He grew up in Kentucky in the mountains along with his family. So that allows me to connect with that because we've still got our mechanics and everything. And then my dad's side, all horse people. They were all horse people. They've been around Arizona, Ohio, just about anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you this question. How does it feel when you put your blue jacket on?
Really good question. We're always told that when we put on the blue jacket, we're family, and I don't think anybody really realizes just how true that is until it slips on, and all those around you who have it are like, oh, you're one of us. We're friends. Whatever you need, I'll help you with, and vice versa. Like,
Yeah.
you're always willing to assist somebody with that blue jacket on.
Yeah. Pretty intense experience. I got to experience it with your former advisor, Ms. Bachman, one year at National Convention. And it just, there's a feeling of pride. I mean, I wasn't in a jacket, I was just a chaperone. But man, what a feeling of pride. You know, just to see all those kids with those blue jackets. So, Chase, I'm sure this has impacted you in big ways. But senior, moving on,
Right.
putting that jacket on for the last time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, Connie, there's a saying in the Air Force of the long blue line that connects us from today all the way past. And when I think of the blue jacket, I also think of a long blue line that connects me to my past as well. My mom was a member of FFA in this very shop here and
Yeah.
learned and participated in many of the classes that I now participate in. So having the pride and learning some of the very important life skills that my mom passed on to me and growing them in FFA has been endlessly rewarding.
Yeah. You know, just so cool. I love interviewing FFA students. And for those of you watching, you know, if you don't understand why I love this, then we need to have a talk. You need to call me and I'll tell you why I love interviewing FFA students so much. Chase Hamilton, Alayna Byrd, Bloom-Carroll FFA. Gosh, thanks you guys. And Chase, good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Good morning, Connie Smith here, OSU Extension. Always a pleasure when we bring young people onto the farm page. And today I have, well, I guess these guys are sheep folks. Jackson Lines, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how old are you, Jackson?
16.
16. Do you have a driver's license?
Not yet. I go May 7th.
May 7th.
Yep.
Look out on the roads. Yeah, you be careful.
All
You
right.
be careful out there. I have Peyton Courtright with me.
Yep.
Yeah, so did I see you've got your driver's license?
Not yet.
Not yet, but do you have temps?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I said in the interview you were sheep folks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you sheep competitors?
Yes, we are.
You are? Okay. Who usually wins, Jackson?
Peyton.
Peyton,
Yep.
she does?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it's her dad. It just,
Yeah.
I think he pushes her too hard. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe just a little bit. Okay, how old are you? Where do you go to school, Jackson?
I go to Bloom-Carroll.
Bloom-Carroll? Peyton?
Bloom-Carroll High School.
Bloom-Carroll. Did you both start out in the same 4-H club together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Okay, and what 4-H club was that?
Everything under the sun.
Everything Under the Sun. And you kind of worked your way through that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm being told that you're part of Bloom-Carroll FFA.
Yeah.
Peyton.
Yeah.
Officer elections?
Yep.
And what happened there?
I'm now the reporter.
You're now the reporter.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you happy about that?
I am very happy about that.
So tell me, what are the differences? Because I think a lot of people get confused between 4-H and FFA. They assume everybody they see on the fairgrounds is wearing 4-H green.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of kids that kind of find out it's easier to transition once you get old enough to FFA.
Mm-hmm.
And you did that.
Yeah.
What differences did you see in the program?
Some differences that I saw was that FFA just serves so many more opportunities than 4-H did. Like 4-H started me with my project, but I eventually went on and I did some CDEs and my SAE became bigger, and now I can get more rewards for my CDE or my sheet.
Yeah, and here's the thing, you're with that teacher all day long, where it's not just a 2-hour club meeting a couple times a month. Yeah. Okay, so so what grade are you in at Bloom-Carroll?
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a sophomore, and you're an officer as a sophomore.
Yeah.
You've got some mountains to climb.
Yeah, I do.
Very cool for you. Jackson, tell me, what do you like about being an FFA at Bloom-Carroll? Try to smile about it, because it's a fun thing. Yeah.
Definitely I like about more involvement, I would say.
Yeah.
Just being able to do a lot more than you are in 4-H.
Yeah.
You're able to go out and just basically kind of see what there is, like livestock judging. I like to do that. I recently joined the ag sales team.
Oh, yeah?
So there's just a lot more I feel like you can branch out to within FFA than there is 4-H.
Do you think livestock judging helps you as you look at your next lamb project?
I think it definitely helps. It can help you point out maybe what you prefer in a lamb rather than just going and blindly buying a lamb.
Yeah. Tip-top secrets here. Do you ever tell Peyton what you're looking for in a lamb?
No, not really.
No,
Peyton's dad mainly is the one that helps us.
Does he help you?
Jesse.
Okay, yeah, Jesse. He's a wild man, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. So you guys, tell me this. As you start, I'm sure you're going to show lambs all summer long. What are some of the things that you do every day to take care of that lamb now?
Well, I feed it, water it. I put some more straw down if it ever needs more of that. Wash legs. I practice them a lot to get them halter broke.
Yeah.
There was a show this past weekend, and I realized that I need to walk my lamb more, so I'm going to do that this week.
Yeah.
So, every day.
Is it hard to train a lamb?
It's pretty difficult.
It's pretty difficult.
But it's not the hardest, I don't think, compared to, like, cattle. But sheep is pretty difficult.
Yeah. So, are you showing yet? Have you started yet
Yep.
for these years?
Last weekend we just had a first show.
What'd you figure out you have to do different?
Definitely work the older one a little bit more, just to get him to brace better.
Yeah. Brace, get him to set up, do better. Yeah. Ever think about branching out to another species?
No.
No. Pretty sold on these lambs.
Yeah.
Pretty sold on these lambs. Hey, it's always a pleasure to have great kids on the farm page, and today's no different. Peyton Courtright, Jackson Lines, they both compete in the sheep ring, but I think when they come out of that ring, I kind of think they're pretty good friends too. Always a pleasure, and glad you joined us. Be sure to click down below and subscribe. Thank you.